Hello, in day 7 we are going to learn the commands like array, hierarchy, loft and then snap setting. Let's learn these commands in Max. To get the array command, click on the tool option and then here we have the array. We already know that how the array will work. In AutoCAD we know that. Then I just draw one of the object. So now I just want to do the array. For that I just draw the box like this. Before going to do the modeling, make sure you have set it the unit. Click on the modify option. Now length I am giving it as a 1 meter. I am going to do the staircase. Width I am giving 0.3 and then height you can give 0.15. The height, width and length differs along with the view, which view we are working. Next, if I want to rotate this, you can rotate or arbitrate. Now I just want to do a multiple copy. By using the shift and then W, you can copy it in the same alignment. But if I want to copy along the Z direction, then we use array command. Make sure you selected the object, click on the tool option and then array. So we have a sub options like this. Now I just want to copy this. For that you just click on the instant option because staircase is same, and then you can give the number of staircase, how much staircase you want. To reach 3 meter we need 20 or 19 or 21 steps depending on the what riser we consider. I go with 20 steps and then I click on the preview option to get it. So here how you can get a copy. Even if you want to change the axis, then you can change it. I had given the height along the Z direction because I want to copy along the Z direction. So like this way even you can change the direction, in which direction you want to get the copy, along Y, along X and the distance and how much distance you want to move like this. I just do Ctrl Z. Again I select this and then make it 0 along X and Y. In Z axis I just keep 3 meter and then give total count how much I want. And then click on the preview option to get it, and then you can rotate in which direction you want to rotate like this. (20) preview. So you can change the direction depending on the requirement like this. Even you can decrease the number of counts, staircase count, or increase the number of counts like this, and then say OK. In the same way I just want to copy it in a circular way. For that I have a one step. Even you can go with a different shape. For the center post I go with the cylinder and then I use the multiple views. For that Alt W, zoom the particular view by pressing Z. Click here Z, click here Z, like that. Now I just want to draw the cylinder, that is the center post for the staircase like this, and then dimensions. For that click on the modify. Height I give it as a 3 meter and then radius I give it as a 0.23. Column thickness you can give like this. Now before going to do the polar array, I just want to keep the center point of this rectangle to this cylinder, means I want to coincident the center of the rectangle to the center of the cylinder or post. For that I use the hierarchy tool. Select this one and then here we have the hierarchy option, and then you go to the top view. Next you click on the affect pivot only, then you will get the pivot symbol. So I want to coincident this center point of the rectangle to the center of the circle. I'm just moving it and then placing it here. Here. Even you can use the snap tool to get the exact center point of the circle like this. But the center point has selected at the top view. I just want to move it down little to the exact base because I want to start the copy from the base like this way. So once you're done, you can off the affect pivot option. Now I off the snap option. Select the object and then get the array command, array. Rather than clicking on the move option, I just click on the rotate option and then give the number of steps, how many steps you want. And then once you click on the rotate option, you have to give the angle, that is the total angle of rotation, 360 degree. Click on the preview option to get it. And then you can reduce the X amount like this. So this is how you can copy any object in 360 degree or whatever the angle you want. And even you can change the X spacing and Y spacing depending on the requirement. I am just making it as a 0. So along this direction I had given 3 meter because the height is 3 meter. So like this way you can go with the rectangle array or polar array by using the array command and then hit on OK. Next let's learn the snap setting. We already learned that about the wall and then window. But when you go with the wall, that is AEC extended, click on the wall option. If I want to draw the wall, then I don't get the snapping. For that, make sure the snap tool option is on, or else you click on the S button to get it on. Then next, if you want to confirm the settings, then you just right click over that symbol and then make sure your vertexes, edge and then midpoint, endpoint options are on. Depending on the requirement, you can on the options and then say close, so that I get the snap. With the help of snap, easily I can draw the wall. The wall width I given is 0.23 and the height is 3 meter. Length I am going to draw it according to the requirement like this. I just want to click here. So this is the wall. Normally, in order to create the opening, we use the Boolean operations. We already learned that how to create the opening of the particular size. Or else, one more method, by using the snap, you can cut the door opening and window opening. For that, I am just clicking on the door option here, door, and then you can go with the any type of the door. I am going to the top location, press Z to zoom it like this. Select the pivot type and then make sure snap is on. Now I just want to draw the door from this point to this. This is the first point and second point. This is the width of the door. Next, this is the width and then height you can give roughly. So once you've done, here you can see you will get the door opening automatically. I just want to modify the door. For that, click on the modify option. Make sure you are selecting W command as active. And then height option I give it as a 2.1 meter. Width I give it as a 1 or 1.2. And then thickness you can give depending on the requirement. And then if you want to show the door as close, then you can go to the open option and then close it. And then you can change the parameters of the doors as we already explained in the previous session. Same, I just want to place the window. Selecting on the window option, take any one type of the door or window. Going to the top option, make sure snap is on. Click the first point and then second point and then this is the thickness and then height. Now I am just giving the height at downside. Just have a look here. Come to perspective view and I am moving it down little. Select the window. Even by using these coordinates you can give. Along the y direction I want to give the amount, that is about 1 meter or 0.9 meter, like this. I just give minus 0.9, 1, like this way you can set the sill height, and then go to the modify command to reduce the width and then height of the window. And then just move it, or else you can give the distance. Do Ctrl Z, 0.6 or 0.9 depending on the sill height you can give. Don't move the window because automatically it cut at the wall. Reduce the height of the window, that is 1.8 is there, width and then depth. So like this way you can create the opening, and then you can go to the modifications of the door. I am just making it off, and then you can change the parameters of the window. Last command is loft. For loft we should have the path and then shape. So we already learned that about the shape. So click on the shape option. I just switch the view to the top or front, and then I just zoom it for Z, and then take the line command. Even you can go with any path shape. To get the line straight I just press shift and then I draw it like this, and then come to the 3D view, Alt W. So this is the path, and then I am just going with the circle, bigger circle, and then even you can draw the smaller circle. Even you can go with a single shape. So this is the path and this is the shape. You can select any one of that first. I am just selecting the path. To get the loft command, go to the geometry option, and then in the compound object we have the loft just above the pro boolean option. Click on the loft option. So here we have the get path and then get shape. Means I already selected the path, that's why the second step I have to get the shape. Before that you can give the percentage. For example, if you want to carry this shape from the 0% to the 100, or else you can consider this as a 0 and then 100, means total 100%. Then you can give the percentage, or else if you want to give half, then I am just giving it as a 50%. I want to carry this shape along this path. Once you give the percentage, click on the get shape and then click on the particular shape. So this is how this carried, and then again I want to give the remaining 50%, that is about 60 or 20, whatever it may be. When you can go with 50%, give the percentage and then click on the get shape, and now I am clicking the second shape. So this is how you can change the shape. Now if you want to adjust these shapes, then go to the modify option, and then here we have the loft, expand it. If you want to select the path you can, or else if you want to select the shape, then you just highlight the shape. We get the shape here. With the help of move command you can move it. So this is how you can move it. means I am just decreasing and increasing the percentage of it. Select this one and then I am just moving it down little like this way. And then if you want to rotate the whole object, so once you done with the loft, you can go with the rotate command to rotate it. By putting the coordinate, you can change, and then even you can change the percentage. For that I am just go to the modify option, get the path, and then select the path or shape which one you want to, and then you just move the shape depending on the particular shape like this. Select this one and then you can change the percentage according to the requirement. Now I am going with a different shape. For that shape, helix. This is the helix. Go to the modify option to change the radius of the inner and then outer. And then if you want to increase the turns, then you can increase the turn. Now this is the path. For the shape I just go with star. Draw it roughly and then go to the modify option. I'm just applying the fillet amount like this. And then this is the first shape, and then you can go with the any other shape. I already have the circle. Select the path. Get the loft command. Geometry, compound, loft. And then get shape. Before that I just say 100% and then click on the shape, that is the first shape. So this is how you carry the particular shape throughout the path. Now again I just give the percentage about 20, get the shape and then click this. So like this way you can give the number of shapes by picking the get shape option and then giving the percentage like this. And then if I want to increase or decrease the size of the any shape, I just do Ctrl Z, come out first, select this one, go to the modify. So if I do any changes in the radius, it is affecting the geometry here, because we have the in the loft we have the instant option. If you do any changes in the particular geometry, that is affecting both the loft geometry. Here you can see because of the instant. If you don't want, then you can go with the copy option while creating the shape. So this is how you work out with the particular shape by using the loft. In the next video we learn the other commands. Thank you.